Sunbeam knelt, and Cressida slid sideways off Sunbeam's back. Her sneakers' pink blinking lights reflected on the shiny white floor. She closed her eyes and breathed in. The air smelled like pine trees and lavender. "Get ready to meet the other unicorn princesses," Sunbeam whispered. She winked at Cressida before she called out, "Hey everyone, I'm back, and guess what I found?" Cressida heard the sharp clatter of hooves against the marble tiles, and then 6 more unicorns, each a different color, and each wearing a gemstone necklace, were standing in the room. "These are my older sisters," Sunbeam said to Cressida. "The silver one is Princess Flash. Her magic power is to run so fast lightning bolts shoot from her horn and hooves. The green one is Princess Bloom. Her magic power is to make things grow and shrink. The purple one is Princess Prism. She paints beautifully and can change the color of any object. The blue one is Princess Breeze. She can make the strongest gust of wind you can imagine. The black one is Princess Moon. Her power is to make everything dark at night. And the orange one is Princess Firefly. She can create swarms of fireflies and make things glow. The unicorn princesses swished their tails and flicked their manes as they stared at Cressida with white blinking eyes. "It's wonderful to meet you," said Cressida. "I'm Cressida Jenkins. I'm not a princess. I don't have any magic powers, but I am sure excited to be here." Cressida curtsied just for fun. She couldn't imagine another time she might have the occasion to curtsy in front of a herd of unicorn princesses. Flash stepped forward with a serious expression on her face, a diamond attached to a pink ribbon around her neck shimmered in the light of the chandelier. "Are you absolutely and positively sure you see us?" she asked. "Yes," Cressida said. Flash sniffed several times, then she turned to Sunbeam and whispered just loud enough that Cressida could hear. "Isn't it odd that she doesn't smell? I was expecting to open some windows and turn on a fan." Sunbeam whispered back, "I know. I thought I'd have to hold my nose the whole time I was in the human world, but it turns out humans don't really smell. At least most of them don't." "Interesting," Flash whispered, and then the two sisters looked at Cressida. Cressida pretended she hadn't heard them as she tried not to gurgle. She decided not to mention that human boys, especially her brother, often smelled terrible. "Cressida," Flash said, "has Sunbeam explained to you her situation with the wizard lizard and the magic spell?" "Yes," Cressida said. "She wanted to ask if she would get to meet the wizard lizard too. She was curious to find out what exactly a wizard lizard looked like, but when she saw Flash icy eyes, she decided to ask Sunbeam about the wizard lizard later." "Did Sunbeam tell you about the different domains inside the Rainbow Realm?" "The domains?" Cressida said. "I don't think so." Flash frowned. "I was getting to that," Sunbeam said, and then she whispered to Cressida, "Flash is the oldest sister. Nothing I do is ever good enough for her." Cressida nodded in sympathy. She knew exactly what it felt like to be a younger sister. "Well, allow me to explain," Flash said, in a tone Cressida associated with her teacher said stroll. Sunbeam rolled her eyes and snorted. Flash sighed and continued. Our mother, Queen Mercury, divided up the rainbow realm so that each princess could have her own land or domain to rule over. She decided which princess would get which domain based on our magic powers. Since Sunbeam's power is to create heat and sun, she rules over the Glitter Canyon. Our best guess is that Sunbeam's yellow sapphire is in the canyon. I know it's a lot to take in all at once. Does that make sense to you? Cressida nodded to show she understood. Are you sure? Flash asked. I can explain it all over again. I've got it, Cressida said. She wondered if Flash thought human dolls weren't very smart. Perhaps Queen Mercury had told her daughters that humans were both smelly and dumb. Very well, Flash said. Are you willing to go to the Glitter Canyon this morning to look for Sunbeam's yellow sapphire? Absolutely, Cressida said. She felt a surge of excitement. She had never been to a canyon before, and certainly not one that glittered. Splendid, Flash said, and she smiled. Have you had breakfast? Cressida suddenly realized she was very hungry. She hadn't eaten since dinner the night before. Not yet, she said. Flash used her mouth to pick up and ring a silver bell. Almost as soon as it made a soft tinkling noise, 5 scarlet dragons, each wearing an apron and a chef's hat, whistled as they walked in pushing gold troughs on wheels. Threads of blue smoke and tiny green flames danced from their nostrils. Thank you, Flash said. No problem, one of the dragons said as green fire erupted from his mouth. Dragons are great cooks, Sunbeam whispered into Cressida's ear. They don't even need stoves or ovens because they breathe fire. And they can cut our fruit using their claws instead of knives. Cressida nodded as she watched the dragons leave the room, their red tails dragging along the floor. I had no idea dragons were real too, she said. Of course they are, said Sunbeam, shrugging. Anyway, I'm starving. Let's have some breakfast. Inside the troughs were what looked like slices of purple and pink striped tomatoes with teal seeds alongside sprouts of what looked like cookies made with hay and orange berries instead of oatmeal and raisins. The unicorns dipped their mouths into the troughs and began to eat noisily. Cressida watched, unsure of what to do. Was she supposed to get her hands and knees and eat from the trough, just like the unicorns? To her relief, one of the dragons returned with a silver platter piled with striped fruits. Thank you so much, Cressida said, taking the tray. Cressida's stomach growled as she bit into the fruit. It was the freshest, juiciest fruit she had ever had. She decided it tasted like a cross between a kiwi, a fresh peach, and a coconut. The little blue seeds were crunchy and sweet like toffee. What is the name of this fruit? Cressida asked Sunbeam. It's amazing. Those are giant berries from Bloom's garden. She's an amazing gardener. She uses her magic power to make the fruit grow and the weeds shrink. Bloom nodded as she chewed a berry. The emerald on her necklace glittered. It's a good thing I can use magic to grow my fruits and vegetables. Now that Sunbeam's yellow sapphire is gone, there's no sun for my garden. Now that I found Cressida, that should change soon enough. Sunbeam said, I'm sure she'll find my yellow sapphire in no time. I'll do my very best, Cressida said. She felt a little nervous. What if she couldn't find the gemstone? I can do this, Cressida whispered to herself, and then she took a deep breath and ate another bite of her wrangleberry. After she felt full, wrangleberries were quite filling. She slipped a wrangleberry in her jean pocket, just in case she felt hungry later. As soon as the unicorn finished eating, Sunbeam jumped up full of energy. Well, let's go, she said. I can't wait to show you Glitter Canyon. Then Sunbeam whispered to Cressida, and I'm ready for a break from Flash. I love her, but my older sister drives me crazy sometimes. Cressida smiled. I know the feeling. I have an older brother. Sunbeam knelt down, and Cressida climbed onto her back. Goodbye, Sunbeam called to her sisters, trotting in an excited circle. The next time you see me, I'll have my yellow sapphire and my magic powers back. Sunbeam switched her tail and, with Cressida still perched on her back, trotted toward the palace door. Good luck, the unicorn princesses called out after them. Sunbeam Flash called out, no fooling around. You and Cressida have serious work to do.